Why, hello there! Today, we will be exploring some reasons for not taxing the super rich and the luxury goods they buy, like yachts. First, we need to understand the drawback of taxes, or one of them at least. In economics, we call this deadweight loss. Deadweight loss is the loss of social surplus due to mutually beneficial transactions not taking place because of a market failure. In our case, taxes. An important thing to note about deadweight loss is its relation to the size of the tax. So, if we increase a tax by 2, the deadweight loss will increase by 4. If we increase the tax by 3, the deadweight loss will increase by 9, aka exponentially. Not good. And so, to minimize the amount of deadweight loss, we should tax inelastic supply and demand curves. Luxury goods are known for having extremely elastic demand curves. This is not going to go well. Not only will these kinds of goods incur a lot of deadweight loss, but the main burden of the tax will fall on the suppliers because their supply curve is a lot more inelastic. We're not even taxing the rich at this point. Then we get to the Laffer curve, which says that as we increase the size of a tax, we will increase tax revenue until we hit a certain point, and then as we increase the tax, we'll actually get less revenue because the quantity bought and sold is lowered because of that tax. And because we have an elastic demand curve, quantity sold is highly impacted, and we will find ourselves on the right side of the Laffer curve very quickly. Now, we will look at the impact of a local tax in a small economy in a global market. I'm not going to blow anybody's mind by saying this, but taxes raise prices. And in our case, they raise the local price above the world price. And what do we do when the local price exceeds world price? We import! Hey! Oh. So all of those pretty planes and precious yachts are built somewhere else, which means that the suppliers of these luxury goods are hit very hard by the whole situation. In 1990, the US enacted the Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, which placed a 10% tax on luxury goods over $100,000. Sales of yacht went down by 50%. And so many people lost their jobs, the government ended up paying more in EI than they did getting tax revenue. So moral of the story, don't tax industries with elastic supply or demand curves. And if we want to eat the rich, we might have to get into cannibalism, but sounds tasty.